Okay, so we're going to be going over the dual wield system. Overall, this is a massive downgrade of a system. This is a terrible change. It should be fixed. I'll go into how to fix it at the end for the people that care. But essentially, you put your expensive sword into this slot. So this sword will always be okay. If you put your expensive sword into here, let's just say this is my Divine Shadow or something, this will always be safe as long as you put it in this slot. Whatever you put in this slot gets deleted. Never put an expensive item in this slot ever. Like it's just not worth doing. Same. If you're talking about making dual wields for profit, this system's going to be really bad for it. The only way where potentially you would get some overpay is if it's a very old OG sword that's very low in copy count that people love. So like OG Divine Shadow, it's potentially something that would get overpay, but you'd probably get better overpay selling two OG Divine Shadows separately than dual wielding. The more you combine different items and sell them in a bundle, generally the lower you have to price. So I would never recommend making a dual wield. This is more for fun. But again, you put the main sword here, you'll keep. This item is added to the other one. So let's just say I'm adding a pulsating smasher to a warforged. I will keep the warforged. The item that comes out of this will have 243k wrap, and it'll have this item added to this. It'll still have the pink background and everything. It'll just have this little thing behind the warforged in like a dual wield pattern. The issue is if you do it the other way, where you have a trash item in this slot and a warforged in this slot, this item gets deleted entirely. If you rip dual wield off, you will never get this slot back, whatever is in here. So I will have a 600 wrap item with a Warforged Reaper behind my Sacred Slice. Oh my god. Behind my Sacred Slicer. So it's really bad to put anything expensive here. Just don't. This is a terrible system for profit. This is basically just if you want to make a dual wield that no one's selling. So like if you're looking for a godly dual wield or you're looking for a rare dual wield or a legendary dual wield, then you use this system. If you're looking for mythic dual wields, you're better buying it from someone else. But essentially, you put your two swords in there, whatever combination you want, then you have to select one of these. These are a pain. And then this is going to take 12 hours. It should not take 12 hours. And then you hit the dual wield button. Just for the video, I'm going to just put two Viper axes in, make a dual wield, and then we put another Viper axe. So two Viper axes, one of these. You get a 3.3% chance for abnormal, which is holding both swords in the same hand, and a 0.7% chance for quad, which is the quad Curse Spirit Blade thing that sub posted ages ago. So again, this is deleted. Never put something expensive here, and also never buy this because this is stupid and it's overpriced as hell. They should remove the 12-hour craft time because this system is just kind of absurd. If people are already sacrificing two swords, you don't need to be more greedy. So I think this should get changed. At the very least, lower the time to like 2 hours or 6 hours. It being 12 hours is something out of Warframe where you have to rush parts and do that kind of crap. It's, or at least make these cheaper. Make it so you get, 5 of these instant dual wields for like 100 and then 20 for 500. Because if people want to make a lot of dual wield swords and they're supporting the game, great. This shouldn't be a never ending paid feature. Or maybe add like a lifetime one that's $20. Do $5 for 20 and then do $1 for 5. That would be fine too. Now, I don't think this should be paid at all. I don't think this should have a craft time, but I'm saying this is a ridiculous system and it needs to be changed. Again, 12 hours to complete, and Viper X can't be used until completion. And then you have multiple slots. Also, the fact that you have to buy an extra slot is horrible. By the way, this is never going to be really that good for profit. The only thing would be is if people decide paying dual wield should always be double, then constantly crafting dual wields of Curse Spirit Blade, Warforged Reaper, and Statue's Demise at some point will be profitable, because whenever you get abnormals or quad, you would be able to sell it higher. It's probably not worth doing that much effort for a very, very small chance in making money. So overall, terrible system. The old one was better. This is just a lot more greedy. I like the mutations, but they need to add probably like 8 more of them for this system to be justified, in my opinion. Because right now it's just kind of greedy. There's not a point. Adding quad and abnormal didn't add enough to this system to where it justifies paying for it to change. So that's it for today. That's all you have to do for dual wield. If you want to make another dual wield, you would just do the same thing. But yeah, that's it. So have a good one.